Starting off with my home and pigeon breeding box. You see I got a pair in there. Nobody's doing anything over there yet. A lot of other ones. A lot of these are Jansen's. It's a Bordeaux hen right there. These all came from really good stock. The guy I found on Craigslist, he races. My brother used to actually be in his racing club. Apparently the guy's mom used to win a lot of races, and these are a lot of the bloodlines. Here's my Trenton right there. He's got a brother that is right there. They share this box for some odd reason. I don't really understand it 100%. But they try to be getting a girl in there all the time, but it just doesn't really work too well. There's another pair right there. These down here, Splash, her, and that's my old man Trenton. He's a pedigree bird. They're both sitting on a pair of eggs each. They should be hatching sometime next week. I'm going to be moving them to my big loft here really soon, and probably moving my frillbacks into this cage. Another note, here's one of my splashes. It's female, and that's a male saddleback. Let's go into the loft to show you what I did today. It's starting to work out pretty nice considering. I built these 3 nest fronts since yesterday, 2 of them today. As you can see, it's really working. Got 2 pair already sitting up in there, and I'm really excited at what that might bring. There's my other birds on the perches that I built. Feeder. What's really neat about these is that door shuts, and I got the little clips down here that locks them down. They can't get out. Got 3 of them so far. What I did was I expanded the size of the nest boxes. Instead of being 4 in a row, I opened it up and made 3 in a row, which gave them a little bit more room. I'm going to do that the same to this 8 right here, turned it into 6. I have 2 fantails. They happen to be boys. I'm trying to find out from a friend of mine if he's got a couple extra fantail hens that I could use for breeding. And I got my frillbacks, which I think are really pretty birds. They're like my favorites. I think I got 2 males and two hens. So I'm really looking forward to maybe breeding some of these guys out. What I'm going to do is the first box that I showed you is where they're going to wind up at. I'll have them in there. And I'll have all my homers in here with all the rest of my homers and my whites. Really like to get my whites breeding. This right here was the aviary that I built for my kit box. I wound up taking it off because I didn't feel like it was large enough to do what I needed to do. And I've been hearing all this talk about a settling box for the birds to get out and acclimate and get used to where they're at. So what I did was I built me one. That one is 36 inches long, it's 32 inches deep, it's 16 inches high. It's got chicken wire on the back, on the top, and then the front. But that's because nothing can reach it to get to the birds, so I'm not too worried about that. I've got wire mesh on both sides of it in case a hawk was to actually land on the box and try to get to the pigeons. As you can see, it's got a front on it. That's a 2-piece settling box. I've got boards on the top right there. There's 2 slat boards going across, and I've got screws in both of them. That attaches it together, so it'll be a little bit easier when I want to move it. It will move as 1 unit, but I'll probably keep it into 2. What I did was I framed out my box, my trap, with 2x4s. Which gave it a gap, or took care of the gap that was on the sides, because I have an angle on my roof. There is a slight pitch, as you can see. So because I did that, nothing can get in or out. The birds can't do anything, nothing can get to the birds. I will say something about this trap if you can get a good idea of it. I got 2 of them off eBay for $9.99 a piece, and that's still less than the price that Foy's has them going for right now for a wooden one. It works just fine. I like it because I was able to put one here and able to put one on my big loft right there at the aviary also, so I can start learning how to trap these guys. What I've got here now is the rest of the box, which, as you can see, plenty of birds in here of all different colors. They're all 2017 birds. They've never been flown before. I'm getting them used to me, getting them used to everything. They've been in here probably about coming on a month now. Like I said, there's my trap. Got a bungee cord that holds it up for the time being, but the door slides down and it'll do what it needs to do. I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased the way this has turned out. As anybody who's been watching knows, I've spent a lot of time on this. You know, you can see some other birds. No, I don't know what family these guys are. I went to the Lancaster Pigeon Show in December and picked up, or was it January, and picked up 24 rolling pigeons for $2 a piece. All brand new babies, all banded 2017. I couldn't beat it. And these guys, I really like the way they turn out because they're, like I said, there's so many different colors and variations, you can't beat it. They're beautiful birds. And as long as they stay around, I'll be just happy. I'm not competing, so I really don't care what family they're from. But the other part about this is this isn't just a roller box. That size of roller box, and you can see the seam in the plywood right there. 3 foot of this is my jacobin box. I have a pair of jacobins. And as you can see, let's check them out. The white one there looking at me, that's the boy. The dark one, she's always hiding, that's the girl. Which they look like they're hiding at all times because of the way they're designed. So yesterday I built this little nesting box for them. And as soon as I built it, they started using it, which is really good. I'm hoping that I can get some breeding going on because these birds are really expensive and I got a really good deal on these at the pigeon show. Here's the feeder I use for them, which is no big deal. They don't eat a whole bunch, not like everybody else. But they're really nice birds. I really think they're pretty. As you can tell, they got a vent up in the back. They got a vent on the side, the wire floor. It's nice and cool because the only time to get sunlight out here is pretty much in the daytime, in the morning. So I'm around afternoon time, and from the rest of the day, as you can tell, it's in the shade. So the birds won't sit out here and sweat all day, which I'm really glad. I wonder if my dog ran off. Tank! But anyway, Hydrodan 503, Hans Flight Kit Box, Adrian P. and Danny. They have given me so much advice. I don't know where I would be without them guys. All I can do is strive to do as good as I know, and the only way I can know to do really well is to ask questions and take advice and look around. Before you build anything, look around, because you can build something really nice for just as much time as it takes you to build a piece of junk. Like I'm saying, I really like my box. I'm hoping in a week or so to be flying these birds out of here. The settling box is only temporary. Since I already got, my trap and everything now, I will be putting this back on the front of it, which gives me a door. They will be able to come out, but like mostly I'll be opening the big door, letting them out, and have the small door on this for them to all come back in and trap through my trap. Like I said, those metal traps, they are really nice. Like $9.99 off of eBay under pigeon bobs, and you save a lot of money that way. Well, anyway, this is Hidden Hollow Loft. It's been a lot of fun. If there's any questions or any ideas or any comments, please feel free to ask or tell me, because I'd love to learn something if I don't already know it. And if you need to know something and I can help you, I will, or I will refer you to somebody that can. Y'all have a nice day. This is Hidden Hollow Loft signing off. Goodbye.